The second one, not so much.
Oh, what's up, everybody?
Yo, welcome.
Oh, hey, what day is this?
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
Yep,
We're a little off schedule, Dave.
Yeah.
This is mostly on me. I'm going camping.
No.
Leaving Sunday.
No, this is on Dave.
Yeah, it is on Dave. Dude's totally ditching us for his other friends.
Yeah. Josh.
Yeah, we all actually have something going on Saturday and Sunday, so
Yeah, I
it
think
just actually worked out better this way.
I actually think every one of us has something going on.
Really, it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter because the podcast won't get put up until like next Tuesday.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Josh, you want to take this opportunity to fix your video real quick?
No, am I lagging already?
Like, very bad.
I'm not even on the video, so it's not me.
Like, all of a sudden, randomly, I'll just see your character. I'll see your... I got all...
His avatar?
I just see him, like, not moving his lips.
Your mom likes how I move my lips.
Oh,
Dang.
nice.
Is this better?
Yeah, it is.
For now.
Guys, we're here on a Thursday. It's weird.
I know.
Yeah.
Hot on the heels of episode 4.
Yeah, the worst episode of Loki yet.
According to the experts.
Yeah, except it's just not, though. I thought this was like...
I'm one of those experts.
Josh, you loved this episode.
I did. It was fantastic.
It was.
It was
It was
so
really
fucking
good. I don't know how this has like a 5 rating on
Either do
was
I.
it IGN or whoever.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like... Did they even watch
I mean-
this episode?
I feel like if Mobius is in the episode, it has to start at a 5. That's the floor.
Yeah.
And then it should go up from there.
Yeah, but... I thought this was, like I said before, like, I legitimately thought this is the best episode so far. I mean, I'm confused by the alligator, but, you know, we'll probably get into it.
We will. Predict.
Yeah, I predict the alligator will be relevant.
It's gonna change the
Or
world.
crocodile. I'm gonna go ahead and say it could be a crocodile.
It's an
Could be
alligator.
the one.
Yeah.
It's an alligator.
Oh, okay. Okay. So guys, I guess
Do we want to just get this rolling or what?
without
Let's
further
do
ado,
it.
huh?
All
Further
right.
ado.
All right. Hello, and welcome to Three Guys and a Mic presents Loki, an original new series brought to you by Disney+. I'm your co-host, Jason Tsunami, along with...
The Human Dart.
And David Disaster.
Hey!
No.
What
Made it again. I'm almost becoming professional like Josh.
That's the only
So close.
only reason you're not is because
I'm just not.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're not looking at the camera because I was doing my best to make you laugh.
Yeah, I
Hey,
know,
let me
I
ask you
looked
a
at the camera.
question.
Yeah.
What?
It's an important question here.
All right.
So as we discovered, and I don't want to give away any spoilers here, but spoiler alert, I'm going to give away some spoilers. As we discovered at the very end of this episode, Loki gets pruned, right?
Yeah.
And now we've seen some other Loki variants that have been pruned.
Yeah.
Correct.
So what if we're in a multiverse? Okay,
Okay.
what does an alligator Jason look like?
Well,
Does it have the same fading hairline? Does it have like 6
have a
less
crown?
scales on top of its head as it's going back?
Maybe.
Hey, different question, but same ballpark. What is your animal variant? Is it even an alligator?
No, dude, it's a lion.
I mean, Josh's is a rhinoceros.
Damn. Why do I have to be fucking rock steady, dude? Why can't I be Bebop?
I don't know. That's just the first thing that came into my head.
Shit.
No, you're like a tank, bro. You're like a tank, and you can impale people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I guess that makes Dave like a fucking lemur.
God damn. I don't know what Jason is.
I don't know either.
Dead.
He's
Dead.
He's dirt.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what was not dead? This episode
No.
of Loki.
No, this episode
no.
was amazing. I'm gonna say best episode of the season so far.
I agree.
It's for me. It's 1 and 1A. I don't know which one I like better from the first episode or this episode, but definitely a great episode. And I mean, I was pleasantly surprised. I did not know where we were going after episode 3. As episode 3 for me was probably like the most disappointing. Still a solid episode. But this one was great.
And Jason should feel happy. One of his quasi predictions came true. He's like, "You guys feel like I'm gonna kiss?"
Yes.
And me and him were like, "Huh, "What an idiot!
Are you
Of course
stupid?"
not.
I was like,
And then, dude, as I was watching this, I was like, God damn it, Jason is not gonna let this go. But hey, look. On that note,
there was another prediction.
there was
that
another
correct.
prediction. I mean, I would say the wolf.
Nah, you're not right though, Dave.
The wolf
You're
is
not right.
the wolf is batting 1,000, bro.
No, you're not right.
I'm not wrong.
Not yet.
Nah, dude, come on. When you saw those robots at the end there, you were like, God damn it, Dave did it again.
Jason, give us this recap. Shut him up.
All right. Loki, episode 4, titled The Nexus Event. TVA in the motherfucking rescue. Just as the moon Lamentus gets obliterated, our episode turns into an interrogation film as we dig a little deeper into the unfolding TVA conspiracy. Things start to unravel quickly, as not everyone is clear in the thoughts of how things were when the season started, leading to some serious losses along the way and culminating in the long-awaited meeting with the Timekeepers.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Yep. Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool, Dave.
Yeah.
Cool.
But did they meet with the Timekeepers though?
I mean, we thought they did.
And then they didn't. You know why they didn't?
And then it didn't.
You know why they didn't, right?
Because they're robots, Dave.
Yeah, they weren't real. I'm just gonna say.
Dude, could they program the fucking timekeeper on the right to like he was you couldn't understand a word he was saying. Dude, I had to stop. I had to stop, rewind, and turn on closed captioning.
Was that the one with the
mustache?
Mustache?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was
Dave
like,
stash?
yeah, the Dave stash. He was like,
You will not believe that I will do this.
Dude, I was like, what the fuck did he just say? This is horse shit.
guys, man, what?
Speaking of the timekeeper scene though, that's one of my favorite scenes of the week.
Oh, really?
We're going to transition, right?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So-
I
Go ahead.
just thought it was I mean, obviously the whole scene was, it's probably the best scene so far in all of Loki as far as moving the story along.
Yes.
Because you get Loki who gets pruned, you get Mobius who gets pruned. Mobius is pruned before that, but all leading up to that. And you discover that, at least in this moment, the Timekeepers maybe don't exist. Dave, maybe you're right.
I think look, what I'll say is it's definitely a possibility. Or, this is cheating, but it seems as though at least these Timekeepers don't exist. I'm sure we'll meet some some group of people who have control of time, but
As Dave says, he thinks it's a Wizard of Oz thing. There's somebody behind the curtain.
Yep.
And we got Loki getting pruned just as he was about to profess how much he wants to lay that pipe
To himself?
to himself.
Nah, we don't know that. We don't know that.
Okay,
yeah.
look, this is the best time if there ever was a time. I want to bring up something. We almost had a moment, potentially detrimental moment in our podcast history. So let me tell you how this goes down. So I watched the episode. I immediately tell Jason, watch this episode. Watch this fucking episode. Because I know he's off that day. I'm like, dude, just fucking do it. Hurry up. And so he watches it, and we're both like, oh, we both watch it? Oh, it's great. Fantastic. Okay, so I go on Reddit, as I usually do, and I just kind of look at the reactions just to gauge what community sentiment is about the episode and just kind of see what people are saying. Some of the top comments on there confused me immensely. It was like, so I guess we're dealing with alligator Loki was one of like the top comments, something along those lines, and I was like, I don't remember that. And I kept scrolling, and I kept seeing alligators being brought up. I have no idea what is going on. So, like, as I'm reading through the comments, I saw someone else was confused. And the response was, oh, just keep watching it after the show ends. And I'm like, wait, what? So I go back, I hit resume, and credits are there. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden, we get a post, or mid-credit scene, right? And that's when we see Loki post being pruned, and he wakes up, and he is woken up by 3 other Lokis. Well, I guess 4 other Lokis, because there's a Loki, there's an alligator with a Loki helmet on. And that's when I immediately tell Jason, you need to watch past the credits. And we had to do the same thing with Josh. Like, Josh, keep watching past the credits. And you're like, really? I'm like, yeah.
Well, you know what's funny? So, like, it's Marvel, right? So I was like, first episode of Loki, I was like, let me just watch it. Let me just see. And so I'm going, I'm like, okay, there's nothing. So probably won't be anything until the very last episode. And boom, there you go. Randomly after episode 4 for whatever reason.
Yeah, it is. I don't have a lot of issues with this episode, but that is one of my issues with this episode.
Yeah, it would have been so funny. I almost wish it wouldn't have happened. It'd have been so funny.
So we can get on here and talk about it like it never happened.
Yeah.
It'll be like, okay, so guys, Loki's dead. What does this mean? Do we think he's really dead?
I don't know. Is the show going to be all Sylvie now? That's weird. That's strange.
Because me and Dave talked about that. We were like, so
yeah, because right after Jason had finished the episode, we were briefly like talking about like, dude, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, is Loki coming back? Like, and then that's when, like, not long after that conversation, I found out, like, oh, never mind. It's explained already.
Yeah. Well, so when Mobius, so just to kind of bring it back to like favorite scenes, the scene before the Timekeepers, you have Mobius and you have Agent B-15, and they're both kind of dealing with this existential crisis of, we really are variants. Like they've really accepted this thing that they're variants, right? Sylvia's showing B-15 her memories, and Owen Wilson or Mobius is really buying in that Loki was right, and he goes back into the the little memory generator where he's getting his fucking nuts knocked off every fucking 10 seconds. Yeah, or he goes back in there and he pulls Loki out and walks out into the fact that he's been caught.
Yep.
So when Mobius gets pruned, I'm like, oh shit! Like, okay, I could buy him dying or not being in the show anymore. I could buy that. But when Loki got pruned, I was like, okay, they must go somewhere else. There must be somewhere that they go.
Hey, also, we had asked this question I think twice before in the episodes, and it finally happened this time. We finally got a cameo. Lady Sif.
Oh, from Lady Sif? Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that count as a cameo?
I'm going to say
so.
yes,
She's
it
from
does.
Thor.
Okay.
Thor for the movies.
Now, I brought this up to you, Josh, and I don't know if we probably address it here since we're talking a lot about pruning. Do we think that
Now we're getting into predictions, Dave.
I know, but
Wait,
it just
calm
well,
down.
no, it flows right here. Okay, it flows. I'm not gonna sacrifice flow. Okay, I'm not gonna sacrifice flow. Do we think?
Literally have it right here in my goddamn predictions.
Do we
Go ahead,
think
Dave.
that? Do we think that?
Just go ahead.
When someone is pruned, like let's say Mobius, right? He was pruned. Do you think that they go and replace him? Like go grab someone else, another variant Mobius, and then just fill his spot and just keep on trying?
So I guess it's safe to assume that all of your variants are similar because they've mentioned how much they've had to interact with Loki variants in the past, and that all of them are the same.
Yeah.
Or at least they all cause issues, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean all the Mobius ones are good investigators?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I mean-
I think that's a bit of a stretch.
So
You
what?
want me to- let me just read to you what I had written down here. Okay, so we have three terms that are used by the TVA: reset, delete, and prune. Assuming pruning doesn't mean death, what does that actually mean for our beloved Mobius?
Well,
I think it just puts them into like limbo.
it takes
Well,
you to a
Like,
limbo state.
What's the state between dead and going to heaven?
Purgatory.
Purgatory. Yep.
Yeah, put you in some form of purgatory.
Well, I think we're gonna find out because, I have a feeling Mobius might find out that he wasn't the first Mobius that was pruned.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I
I wonder if we're gonna get. We got to get one of the Mobiuses. Like, wow.
Oh, to just be like basically just
no.
Owen
What
Wilson.
if you get his character from fucking Zoolander?
Oh my god, dude, that was so fucking good.
Like, I wonder how much. So this is what Marvel is Disney, and you have Fox in there as well. I wonder how many different movies he's been in, either through Disney or Fox, that maybe they own the rights to.
That would be some funny shit.
Well, here's the thing: you
would be priceless.
You have cars.
Chicago.
Okay.
You could totally see Lightning McQueen in this motherfucker.
Fucking rolls up in the car. Wow.
He's like,
Wow.
he rolled ka-chow.
Okay.
It'd be so
Oh,
fucking
we're gonna
terrible.
We're gonna get the Wedding Crashers too.
But imagine it's
Yeah.
like not a computer animated car, it would have to be. But imagine it's not a cartoony car. It's like,
Imagine it's more like Kit
yes,
from Knight Rider rolls up.
Yeah. Okay.
that would
Anyways,
be fucking weird.
did we have any more favorite scenes?
I mean, Josh stole all of mine.
I would say my favorite scene. I think my favorite scene is, and Josh briefly mentioned it. It's the scene where B-15 takes Sylvie to the Alabama superstore
Yeah,
and confronts her about the memories.
yeah.
I felt like that for the first time humanized the
B-15.
the enforcers or whatever they're called. The B whatever the numbers and stuff are.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's been brilliantly done because prior to, I would argue prior to this episode, but maybe you could go say it happened a little bit in last episode, but we didn't really have any sympathy for anyone in the TVA. Like I think the show built it like that on purpose. Like I just saw them as some authoritarian organization, and now you realize that they're prisoners themselves, right? They just don't know it. Yeah, exactly. And
They don't know it.
It's just, I thought it was great. I agree with you, Jason.
All right, we want to go
What
into
about favorite characters this week?
Loki.
I mean, it's Mobius.
I mean, look, I'm really enjoying this show Mobius every single week here. because he's the main character. It's good to have Mobius back.
Like it's not a false statement to say the one episode he wasn't in was the worst.
Add it up.
All right. I mean, okay, it's just whatever. Least favorite character. Oh, look. I think this is easy. Judge.
There's only one option.
Renslayer.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to throw back. Hold on, let me go back in my notes here. Way back machine. Episode 1.
God.
Episode
Jason
1.
has pages of notes.
I do.
He has a computer that can keep digital notes on it, but hey, it's cool, man. Go ahead.
I'm old. Least favorite character. Maybe the judge. All right. Fuck that bitch.
Oh wow.
God damn.
Now
It's just a TV show, Jason.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's real to me, damn it.
Now, Jason and Josh, like how much do we think Renslayer knows? Does she know everything? Is she connected directly to the big bad? Assuming there is one.
Yes, I think so.
I mean, she has to be. The only thing, I would say the only thing is whether or not the show is purposefully giving us like sleight of hand. Because she has come out of beatings with the quote unquote timekeepers and been distraught and given Mobius the lines, etc. So she's either been pretending or she genuinely thought those were the timekeepers. The issue is that her actions speak to the fact that she is trying to protect something bigger. And she didn't freak out. She didn't freak out whenever she regained consciousness at the end.
And saw that one of the robots was missing a head. Yeah.
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 So she's got to be in on it.
Yeah, she's in on it.
Oh, 100%. No doubt.
I think so. I think she's directly tied to whatever's behind the curtain. Whoever's playing Dr. Oz back there.
Yeah.
She's tied to that person somehow.
So are we all in agreement for least favorite character this week?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a Renslayer
right.
sweep.
Congratulations, Renslayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should all be in agreement on the favorite character as well, but fucking Jason's an idiot.
Well, look,
I mean, because the show is called Loki.
I will say this. No. In all seriousness,
Mobius.
like Loki and Mobius's dynamic, like
It's great.
it's so good. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like it's not gonna happen, right? But like I would love them to do a Loki like movie and like just have it be Loki and Mobius, like basically like a buddy cop movie.
Playing checkers.
Nah, like just like I mean that's kind of what we're getting now, but you know what I mean. Like I want like a movie of that big buddy.
Loki's playing checkers while Mobius is playing chess.
Yes.
That's so silly.
All right. Issues. We got some issues.
I know what issue you had, but
I mean, besides, okay, look. I'm not gonna lie. The alligator Loki is pretty stupid.
Sure.
The only other
I think it's
issue,
there to articulate how many variations of the multiverse there are, though. I think that's just really giving you, like, that's telling you right there, like, there's a shitload of multiverses out there.
I agree.
Yes. The only other issue I have with this episode is the fact that somehow this was one of the best episodes, and it got a 5 out of 10 from IGN.
Yeah, I think it's dumb.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
You know, when I looked earlier on Rotten Tomatoes, like it had an 83. This episode had an 83%. Episode 3 had an 82. The first episode had a 97, and then I think the second episode like had a 94, 92, something like that. But like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, obviously everything is subjective, but you know, I don't understand how IGN gets a 5.
And then they said it fell into the Marvel tropes.
It's like, what tropes? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's in the Marvel universe. Like, what did you expect? It's going to eventually become a fucking comic book story.
Yeah, like I don't
You
see.
mean the super largely successful Marvel
Yes,
tropes?
Yeah,
that's
like-
the one that makes lots of money. Yeah, that's the one.
I don't see how you watch this and you land on a 5. Like what were your expectations going in? Like I don't know.
I don't know.
All
right.
I fail to see it.
Yeah. So predictions. We already talked about the one with pruning. So my follow up to that is: do we think that if Mobius is been pruned and it's similar to, I would say, like in this situation to Loki, is he actually going to be pruned like that, or did what happened to Loki specifically just to Loki?
I don't know. It's weird because the other Lokis did mention at the end, like, hurry, or like he's like, am I dead? No, you will be soon if you don't, if we.
Yeah, come with me if you want to live.
So it's like,
Yeah.
it makes you believe that, like,
Mobius is still up in the air.
yeah, it just depends.
Well,
right?
maybe there's like a time frame or something. Like maybe you got like 24 hours to get back into that world or something before you become permanently stuck or some shit.
Other question. We make the assumption, and I think it's a realistic assumption, but that Loki is in a like Loki verse, if you will. But could it be that everyone who is pruned goes to this one location, or is everyone in their own location? I mean, there's no way to know that, but I just curious what y'all think.
Well, I think we're going to find out.
Yeah, we'll find out for sure.
I think this is just. I think it's just the melting pot for anybody who gets pruned.
Okay, so you think it's just an all catch-all for everyone?
Yeah, it's just like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome or whatever. Total chaos.
Maybe they just have maybe they all have like their own individual spawn points or something, right? So maybe the Lokis know that most Lokis show up in that same spot, so they're hanging out there or something.
Could be.
Maybe.
Or maybe they're hip. I don't know. Maybe they can see the other timelines from there, and maybe they're hip to what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. So
They seem to be expecting Loki there.
all right. So this is just a what if situation. If Mobius is dead, and what we saw at the end, like what we were just talking about, is just something special for Loki. How does that affect your viewing of the show going forward? If say Owen Wilson's done.
Outside of just
If we find out in the next episode Owen Wilson's dead, I'm not coming back for episode 6.
Well, you'd have to come back for episode 5 though, because
Well, I'm just saying if we find out he's dead in the next episode, I'm not coming back for episode 6.
correct. I mean, I'm not going to go that extreme. Obviously, I mean, there's only 2 episodes left, but like. I respect.
There's no way.
I respect your convictions, Josh. There's no way he's dead. I mean, from a narrative standpoint, I feel like that's just too inconsistent. Like, why would? Because this is the only. Here's how they would have to explain it. Like, Loki is special because he's a god. That's why he doesn't die when he's pruned. Like that's basically what their explanation would be, and I think that would be just stupid. So like,
Yeah.
I give the show more credit than that.
Yeah. Look, I refuse to accept the fact that Mobius is dead.
Okay, here's what they could do though.
But I will say this: the dynamic of the show would suffer
greatly.
Yes.
if he was gone permanently.
Greatly. Here's what they could do alternatively, and I would hate this just as much. Maybe more. I don't know. If our Mobius is dead, but we get another Mobius that Loki finds, and he's the new Mobius, but it's still Owen Wilson. You know what I mean?
Just like Gamora.
Yeah. If they pull another one of those, like, I could see that happening. I would hate it though. I think it would be.
I don't know. I think I think we'll get our Mobius back. I think
so,
Loki will figure out what's going on I think Loki will figure out what's going on, and then he'll go find Mobius.
I think
he's going to save him.
Yeah, I think there's too much meat on the bone of his prior life, viewing his prior existence.
He's got to be on a jet ski, bro. So
if the dude doesn't end up on a jet ski by the end of this season, we're gonna riot.
100%.
Yeah.
Right.
So I know in a lot of the shows that we like watching, like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, stuff like that, the episode before the last episode is typically
the big one,
the main event.
Yeah.
So do we anticipate the penultimate episode here to be the big one for Loki? And then episode 6 is just going to be like recapping, closing all the loops, and prepping for the next Marvel thing, or what?
I think we have to get the big bad reveal next episode, like the true wizard behind the curtain, right? Like,
well, that leads me into this next prediction, which is if the Timekeepers were robots, who the fuck is in charge?
No, we'll find out, I think.
Yeah.
And another question that's kind of based on that. Do we think the Timekeepers were always robots, or did something happen to them and they've been replaced by robots because, like I said, something happened to them, but they didn't want to, cause a panic. So it's like, okay, we're just going to put robots there for now.
I think it's one guy that said, you know what would be more intimidating than just me standing here? 3 giant things.
Yeah.
It's one person. It's got to be.
Is that?
Right.
Yeah. Is that one person? Yeah. No, I don't. We have no idea who that person could be. But
Al Pacino.
I mean, is it Kang? Is it Kang? I mean, is it Kang the Conqueror? Is it
a Loki
Wolverine?
variant?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Loki
Banner.
variant. That's interesting.
Yeah, could be.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah, but we'll see.
All right, so I got one other tidbit here. Me and Dave slightly talked about this earlier. At the end of in the end credits, Loki wakes up and he looks up and you see 4 figures. 2 of them are obviously 3 of them are obvious Lokis. They have the horns, the outfit, etc. But there is a third being who's holding a hammer. Now, is this a Black Thor, or is this a Loki variant that ends up with the hammer? I don't know how to say it.
So
Mjolnir.
So I looked it up, and it appears as though it is, and I'll just read it off here. It's classic Loki, Kid Loki, and boastful Loki. So they all appear to be Lokis.
What is boastful Loki?
I'm assuming it's a comic book thing.
I don't know. Here's the thing that I found. It says as far as, because a lot of people look, I wasn't the only one who thought this was Thor, but it says there has never been a Black Thor in Marvel Comics. That is a son of Odin named Thor who happens to be black. But there is a story in which there is a group called the Thor Corps, in which several black superheroes, Falcon, War Machine, and Blade, to name 3, functioned as Thor.
Well,
each with their own Mjolnir hammers and everything.
Well, yeah, and apparently, we don't read the credits, but apparently those names came from the credits from the show.
Credits?
Yeah, they credit that character as boastful Loki.
I'd rather it had been Thor.
But that could easily be like, of an alternate Mjolnir or a variant.
Well,
Mjolnir.
Well, I mean, it could have been Loki.
It's probably just the equivalent of his daggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Loki. Well, that or the Loki that ended up with the hammer and took the place of Thor.
Yeah.
Thor turned out to be the bad apple or something.
Yeah, could be. I mean, look, it's cool. I mean, I'm cool with it either way.
Yeah, I think the next episode's going to be. I think it has the potential to be like the best episode of the season.
I mean, like,
Huge.
Because, I mean, look, because just think about this. We have like all our three main characters, right? So Sylvie's gonna get the juice from Renslayer, like on what's truly going on. You got.
Is she though?
I mean,
Is Renslayer that
I
way?
think so.
presumably yes. Then we're gonna get, what happened to Loki, and we're gonna see the Loki verse and all the other Lokis that are there, and then we got to find out what happened to our boy Mobius. But I will say I don't think we're gonna. I think the Mobius thing will be a cliffhanger for I think at the very end of next episode is when we'll find out he's not dead.
So you're telling me we got to go a whole nother episode without Mobius?
I think so.
This is already going to be a 7.
I'm out.
I think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna kill Mobius just to bring him back at the very start of the next episode. I don't think so.
That's real stupid.
He's going to be riding his jet ski.
He's like,
Wow.
wow, Loki.
Wow, look at this jet ski.
What if somehow Loki is in danger or something like that, and all of a sudden you hear in the distance, "Wah!" and you see him just jump this wave, and he comes to save the day of Loki on a jet ski.
That'd be epic. Waterworld style.
Fast and the Furious Part 10, baby.
God,
Put Mobius in there.
oh my God. Is that it?
I think. Oh, okay. So there is a bit of clamor on the interweb about a single line in this movie or this television show, in which Mobius is talking about the different variants. Well, actually, he's talking about what they've dealt with, and why is it that these two demigods are such a pain in the ass. And he talks about Titans and vampires. The Titans is apparently a direct reference to the upcoming films that will feature the Titans. And the rumor, or that's kind of hot right now, is the fact that when Mobius said vampires, that they're going to do a reboot of Blade.
Ooh.
Are you thumbs up or thumbs down on a reboot of Blade?
I think enough time has passed that I think I've recently tried to rewatch Blade, and although Wesley
They're all three good. Shut up.
Wesley Snipes is good. I feel like the movie came out at that time where they used computer animation very heavily because that was the new hotness, but it is aged very poorly. Like the technology is just not very good.
I can't remember the last time I watched.
It's on HBO Max.
I watched the first Blade the other day. It was good.
The movie is good.
I remember being
the special effects are not good.
You're stupid.
I didn't say it's a bad movie.
I didn't say it's a bad movie.
What am I fucking?
Yeah.
Andy.
Yeah.
Andy
yeah.
Rooney?
Whatever you're gonna say. Yes.
Anyway. So
Dude, let's get
who's gonna play Blade then? Who plays him?
Well, I mean,
Michael B. Jordan.
I mean, he was already Killmonger.
He's dead.
yeah,
This is a multiverse. Killmonger in another universe is Blade.
I don't think he can do that.
No.
The possibilities are endless.
We'll have to wait
Why?
and see.
I got an alligator that's fucking Loki.
Yeah.
No, he's like
Killmonger is Blade.
You said he's fucking Loki, like he's
Okay,
sleeping with him?
wait. I have a question.
Yeah.
Is the alligator going to talk in the next episode?
I hope he does, just so you'll be so mad.
I'm going to be so
Oh
pissed.
man.
I
hope he's the main character in the next episode.
I hope he's like,
I hope that becomes the Loki of the Marvel universe.
he's like,
Don't worry, man. We're gonna take care of it.
That's how the alligator talks.
yeah, it does.
Oh my god.
You don't think he's like Loki? what's up, bro?
No. Like
No.
no, I don't think so.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, hey, we'll have to find out next week.
Yes.
Party on, Wayne.
Episode 5.
Later.
Take it easy, everybody.
Live longer.